Sairam, dear children, wish you a very good morning and I hope you all are well. So, children, today we are going to continue with our 10th chapter, Spheres of the Earth. Okay, in 9th chapter, we have studied about solar system and the Earth. Now, basically, we are learning about the special features of Earth and its spheres. Okay, our Earth is a unique in the solar family. Earth is the only planet which has got favorable temperature, water and life, which is a valuable gift to the Earth. Okay, we all know Earth is a unique planet in a solar system which has life on it, water on it, temperature and atmosphere on it. Okay, we all know that. Okay, but about the spheres of Earth, not every person know, and you will know very soon, just after we complete our prayer. Okay, let's start our prayer after proceeding towards our chapter. Om Sai Ram. So, in this chapter, children, we are going to study about the spheres of Earth. Originally, all of us know that Earth was just a fireball at the time of its origin. Okay, at this fireball, as this fireball cooled down slowly, it later transformed into many matters, respectively like liquid and solid. And slowly, this fireball cooled down and it changes into or transformed into matters like liquid and solid. At some places Earth is tough. Okay, at some places it is liquid, it is in liquid form. Okay, it is liquid. In this way, the air gas around the Earth's surface came into existence, and due to this, the air or gases came around the surface of Earth. When it is cooling down, then the water vapor, whatever the vapors and gases releases from these fireballs, make an sphere around Earth. Okay, huge ditches on this sphere were filled with water and turned into ocean, and there are ditches, or we can say very much deep ditches were there which are filled with water, and which later come to known as oceans. Okay, thus the extract from form of Earth was created, and this Earth which we are living on is created after the cooling down of this fireball. So, spheres of Earth: first one is lithosphere, second one hydrosphere, third one atmosphere, and fourth one biosphere. So, children, in this chapter I have made some underlined. Okay, so these underlines are the important lines and the explanatory lines for each definition in this chapter. Okay, and some important points. Let me explain you. Just like lithosphere. Lithosphere is the uppermost layer of the Earth. Okay, litho means soil, that is why upper layer of Earth is known as lithosphere. Okay, and lithos means rock also. Okay, and this is also made up of rock and solid matter. It is known as rock sphere or the solid sphere. Okay, area and formation of lithosphere. From the top of the Earth, 64 to 100 kilometer deep, it is lithosphere, and it is composed of aluminium and silica. Okay, so lithosphere is the layer, or the crust is the layer which has two minerals, silica, Si for silica and Al for aluminium, that is Sial. This layer is thin in the deep sea, and this layer which is on the land is 64 to 100 kilometer thick. Okay, but in ocean area it is thin. Okay, now deepness, how we can calculate the deepness? Let me explain you. This is our Earth. Okay, if suppose this is Earth, center of Earth, core, mantle and crust. Okay, this one is crust. I am rubbing it again and again. This is our crust, and this is the lithosphere. Okay, so thickness of lithosphere is, this thickness is 64 to 100 kilometers, okay, on land form. And in water it is thin, means it in seas or ocean the lithosphere is thin. Understand? Now lithosphere occupies 29% of earth's surface, okay. 29% of earth's surface is lithosphere, and rest 71% is hydrosphere, okay, means water occupied area. Mountain, plateaus and plains are seen on this type of part, and everything, mountain, plains and plateaus are on lithosphere, and ocean, seas, rivers are in hydrosphere, are included in hydrosphere. Now interesting fact, as we moves downward, okay, let me explain you. This is earth. When we start digging it, as we move inside, its temperature increases gradually fastly, okay. With 1 kilometer its temperature increases by 30 degrees Celsius. When we go 1 kilometer deep inside the earth, its temperature is 30 kilometer, increases 30 degree Celsius per kilometer, okay. If suppose on the lithosphere, on the top of the lithosphere on the earth is the temperature is 40, then in 1 kilometer deep it is 70 degrees Celsius, okay. And how much thickness I told you of that lithosphere, 100 kilometer na, then at 100 kilometer means 3000 degrees Celsius minimum heat is there, okay. And the center of earth, it is near about 6600 kilometer deep, okay, 6600 kilometer deep approximately, okay. So this is the interesting fact. As we moves downward, the temperature increases gradually, and with 1 kilometer per kilometer 30 degrees Celsius temperature increases. That is why internal rocks are melted. The rocks inside the earth is melted in semi-liquid form, and this molten liquid is known as magma. And when volcano erupts, this magma come out from the earth crust, okay. Thus balance is maintained between the two opposite forces like pressure and heat. That is why earth crust does not burst, okay. When magma is there, then upper rocks put high pressure on this magma, okay, high temperature and high pressure, that's why it is not bursting up, okay. Lithosphere has close relation with biosphere and vegetation. Lithosphere's close relationship, why? Because we, the people living on the lithosphere, vegetation or agriculture we are doing on the land, okay. Water, we are, our home, our shelter, our industries, everything belongs to us is on land, okay. So lithosphere is basically land, and our life is generally connected to the land. Mineral and crude oil is obtained from lithosphere. Various crops and are obtained through farmings, and that we get from lithosphere, okay. Various industries, economic activities performed on plain regions, forest and mountainous region are indebted to the lithosphere, okay. And it can be said that the pillar from food to dwelling and base of the existence means lithosphere. Without lithosphere, where do we live, okay. So it is the basis of our life. Now about hydrosphere, as I told you, 29% of Earth's surface is lithosphere, then rest 71% is hydrosphere. Hydrosphere means the surface occupied by water, okay. And the part of earth having huge water mass are known as oceans. Huge water mass means very much water, okay, out of your imagination. These are oceans, and they are respectively well known as Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, and the Indian Ocean, and the Arctic Ocean. And there are 5 oceans in the world, and the 5th one is the Southern Ocean, okay. Oceans on the earth are very deep and huge, and 10 to 11 kilometer deep valleys are there in their bottom, and the valleys formed at their bottoms are 10 to 11 kilometers deep. Their depth is 10 to 11 kilometer deep. Various landforms like earth's surface are there in the bottom of these oceans. 97% of the earth's total water is in the ocean. Total water on the earth's surface, 97% comes from oceans, okay. and it is saline water, and too much quantity of salt is there in the oceanic water, and it is not suitable for drinking. Okay, remaining water approximately two-third is in the form of ice sheet, and remaining 3%, from the remaining 3%, two-third of that मीन्स जो 3% पीछे रहता है उसका भी टू-थर्ड क्या है, आइस शीट्स हैं ऑन द पोल्स, ऑन द साउथ पोल और ऑन द नॉर्थ पोल. ओके, एंड on the other high mountains like Himalayas, like on the top of Himalayas, the water is in the form of ice. The water which is lying under the crust flows in the form of lakes, rivers, is very less in proportion, and that is suitable for drinking, and rest 1/3% is in the form of lakes, river inside the crust. Okay, and that is suitable for drinking. Living creatures or plants on the earth cannot survive without water. We all know water is our basic necessity, and it is available through food or moisture in the air. The existence of hydrosphere is the existence of living being. If there is no hydrosphere, then also living being cannot survive. Most of the humidity of the earth's rain come from the ocean. Most of the rainfalls is occurs due to the moistures coming from the oceans. At the bottom of a sea there lies a large amount of precious minerals, and we can found many precious mineral in the seas. Salt we can obtain from the sea, and with these salt we can obtain minerals like manganese, iron, tin, etc. And ocean is a stock of protein rich food for humans. Okay, there is enormous power in the sea and oceanic waves, so that we can generate electricity like tidal energy, oceanic wave energy, oceanic current energy. We can produce electrical energy from these. And the oceans have developed as waterways, and these waterways are also more favorable for our economy because we can trade through these waterways with different countries. So the third sphere is atmosphere. The earth is surrounded by a layer of gases up to the approximate height of 850 to 1000 किलोमीटर. अर्थ जो है, I'll show you. Suppose this is our earth. Earth से 850 to, suppose this is at 1000 किलोमीटर. इतना एरिया outer side of the earth, outside the earth is full of air and gases, that is known as atmosphere of the earth. Okay, all around the earth, not only in one direction, all around the earth, surrounding all around the earth a layer of gases, that is known as atmosphere. The atmosphere cannot be seen with the naked eyes because these are gases and we can't see gases. Various vapors, various gases, water vapor, dust particles of asteroids, salt particles, even microorganism, insects mixed with the atmosphere, and all these things are mixed in atmosphere. Atmosphere is colorless, underline this line, odorless and tasteless, as well as transparent, and we can't see a transparent thing. Atmosphere comprises of solid, liquid and gaseous matter. Major gases in atmosphere are nitrogen, that is 78.03%, and the highest composition of atmosphere is with nitrogen. Then oxygen, second highest with 20.99%. Okay, then third one is argon, 0.94%. then fourth one is carbon dioxide, 0.03%, and other gases are 0.01%. Okay, this is the composition of atmosphere. And atmosphere near the earth's surface is dense because carbon dioxide is a heavy gas, and it is nearer to the earth's surface. Okay, and above it we find oxygen, and then at the top, at the height of near about 110 kilometer from the earth's surface, nitrogen is found in the atmosphere. And carbon dioxide is at about the height of 20 kilometers. We get carbon dioxide near about 20 kilometers on the earth's surface, above 20 kilometers from the earth's surface, and oxygen 110 kilometers and nitrogen 130 kilometers. This is how we can say that the carbon dioxide is heavier gases, because heavier gases comes down and lighter gases goes up. Okay, and the more lighter gases like hydrogen and helium are at the top of the atmosphere. Okay, in the outer sides of the atmosphere. one more important gas is present in our atmosphere, that is ozone gas, and the ratio of ozone gas in atmosphere is very less. Ozone gas, what does ozone gas do? It protects us from UV rays, ultraviolet rays coming from the sun. It protects the earth from the excessive heat coming from the sun. Okay, the gas mostly prevails in the open ground at the time of early morning, and this ozone gas is available mostly, you can consume with your breathing at the time of morning. That's why people goes to morning walk, and it is healthy for our body also. And near around the sea shores, यानी समुद्र के किनारे, और लाइक आवर डूमस बीच, ओके, बीच साइड्स, it is available in more ratio in the morning. That's why people go for morning walks in the near the seashores, okay, because ozone gas is healthier for the health. Now there is a question, children, think about it. Why do mountaineers carry oxygen bottle with while climbing a mountain? Okay, almost we know that the highest mountain peak, that is Mount Everest, which is which height is 8848 kilometer. Okay, 1 kilometer, 8848 meter. Let me write height of Mount Everest, 8848 meters, and 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So we will divide it by 1000, means point आ जाएगा यहाँ पे, और ये किलोमीटर बन गया. That is 8.8 kilometer is the highest mountain range of the world. Okay, and while we are climbing a mountain, we take oxygen cylinder with us. Why? Because from land to the 20 kilometer, from the surface of lithosphere, from the surface of earth or lithosphere to 20 kilometer height, okay, this is 20 kilometer height, okay, carbon dioxide present in excess, okay, and carbon dioxide cannot let you breathe properly, okay, that's why you are taking oxygen cylinder while you are climbing a mountain. And if it is 20 kilometer, then its half will be Mount Everest. Okay, so this full region is covered with carbon dioxide in excess. Yes, oxygen is also there, but carbon dioxide is too dense that you can't breathe properly. That's why you have to take oxygen cylinder with you. Okay, and due to atmosphere, we can see the color of sky, like at the time of sunrise it is red and dawn, and dusk at the time of sunset dark. Okay, and sound can be heard with the medium of atmosphere, and the sound wave and the light are reflected in the atmosphere and returns to the earth's surface, so that the transmission of radio and television become possible. We listening to radio, we watch television, we get signals just because of this atmosphere. We can hear anything just because of this atmosphere. We can see anything just because of this atmosphere. Okay, because light scattered on the different mediums, heavier or lighter mediums, okay, light or denser medium, and it's reflected, and when light reflect in from one medium to different medium or reflect, okay, then we can it is visible to us. And when sound travels in atmosphere, okay, it creates some vibration, and due to this vibration we can hear properly. Heavenly objects such as meteoroids burn due to the friction of atmosphere get damaged. Okay, meteoroids, you all know meteoroids, we have studied in solar system. Meteoroids, these are heavenly bodies. When they are free, get friction in atmosphere, they are damaged, they are burst. Okay, that is why the atmosphere is a natural shield for earth, and the meteoroid is just finished or brushed in the atmosphere and don't come to the earth's surface and protect the earth's surface from getting damaged. Okay, then biosphere. Now children, biosphere, what is biosphere? Lithosphere means land, atmosphere means air all around us, hydrosphere water all around us, okay, and plus we, the human being or the animals, living beings, are all together known as biosphere. Okay, biosphere is comprised of variety of life forms. It includes human vegetation means agriculture, plants and everything, then animal life. Okay, living being on the earth surface get food from biosphere. We all the living beings get food from biosphere. Organism of biosphere provide variety of food raw material to the human world, and organism provide us raw material and variety of foods. Okay, thus existence and subsistence of human life is based on biosphere, and totally biosphere is the necessity for the survival of human, because all lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere are the parts of biosphere. So coming to the last point of our chapter, impact of human activity. Biosphere is totally in balanced condition, but due to our activities we are imbalancing this equilibrium, and many problems are arising. Natural food chain is at risk. Okay, and due to our personal interest or some profits, we are exploiting the environment. This condition is harmful for human being as well as environment, and we are spreading pollution, we are creating pollution which is harmful for our life also. Okay, and we are not using the resources in a proper manner, and we are ruining the our natural resources which can be used sustainably for some future generation. Okay, so we are putting a bad impact on the atmosphere or on the biosphere, or we can say totally overall on the environment. Okay, so children, question answer, you can easily crack this question answer, and I will send you the PDF, and just we solve the filling the blanks. Just now we will solve filling the blanks. Dash sphere consists of the mountain, plateaus and plains. Where is mountain, plateau and plains? On land, and land is known as lithosphere. Stretch of the atmosphere is up to highest. Up to means highest, 1000 kilometer above the earth surface, and starts from 8 means up to 1000 kilometers. Okay, from above the surface of earth. Nitrogen gas is present in maximum proportion in the environment. Which gas is in the maximum proportion? Nitrogen with 78.03%. Okay, now true false. Existence of oxygen in the environment is up to 150 kilometer. No, it is 110 kilometer. The oceans have becomes our waterways. True, we can travel from one continent to another with the help of water, by the waterways. Biosphere consists of variety of life forms. Yes, true. Biosphere develops on the earth's surface because of water and air. Yes, it is also true. Water, air and land. Not only water and air but also land. Okay, so this must be false. This is false, because one thing is missing, only two things is given. Ozone gas protects living being on the earth's surface from the ultraviolet rays of sun. True. Ozone gas protects us from the ultraviolet rays. Now short notes on atmosphere, hydrosphere and importance of lithosphere we will do in our PDF. Okay children, understand the chapter and watch the video 2 to 3 times till you understand its concept, and soon I will send you the PDF. Bye, take care, Sai Ram.